Hi there. It's March 18th, 8 days before I leave for my Appalachian Trail hike. There's, it's going to be a tough hike this year. It's a tough hike, anyways. Only one out of every 4 or 5 people actually make it the whole 2,200 miles from Springer Mountain to Baxter Peak. But this year's going to be a little bit tougher due to the COVID-19 outbreak. A lot of us that haven't set out on the trail yet are faced with the decision whether or not even to, go. Um, I think it's going to be kind of like a game time decision for me. We'll see what happens over the next week or so. But right now, I'm still planning on leaving as scheduled. I think the longer I wait, the harder it's going to be to get out there and be able to complete the trail. So it might be a case where you have to kind of get while the getting's good. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's going to be a tough hike. Only 20-25% of the people make it. I like to think that my odds are a little bit better. Growing up in central Maine, I have pooped in the woods. I mean, I've pooped in the woods a lot. I mean, that's not an issue. So, I mean, you know, um, I think I got that going for me, anyways. A lot of the trail support along the way is going to be kind of shut down. The availability of food in some of the towns, some of that lightweight backpacker food might be a little hard to get. But really, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, I guess. The I think the biggest concern for me is I just want to make sure that by choosing to hike, I'm not unnecessarily increasing the risk of people around me. And that's kind of a tough thing to gauge. So I don't know. I kind of struggle with that a little bit. So we'll see what happens over the next week or so. Um, for right now, I'm continuing with my trail prep. I had a little setback the other day. I was on the couch with the dog, and we were just kind of chilling out and watching TV. And I was holding a cookie in my left hand, and I was reaching across my body like that, trying to grab another cookie. Um, and that's when it happened. I felt a sharp burn right in my lower back. So, I've been kind of nursing that for a couple days. Hopefully that doesn't hamper my hiking ability. Another thing, you got to keep putting yourself in good positions. You got to do the right prep. You got to start thinking like you're on the trail before you even get there. One of the things that's going to be important is rising with the sun and going to bed when the sun goes down. So you kind of got to alter your schedule a little bit. Like last night, I set my alarm clock, and when it went off this morning, I didn't hit snooze, nothing. I immediately got out of bed, went into the kitchen, made some lunch, and, started my day. So that's the sort of self discipline that you kind of need, and what will get you through out there on the trail. I'll keep you updated. I'm hoping to do a little bit of a gear video at some point. We'll see. Like I said, this whole thing's kind of up in the air. I don't know if there's going to be some serious travel restrictions coming up. We'll just have to see what happens in the next 8 days or so. So stay tuned.